I always knew, you know? I knew that you knew who I was before we met. I knew you had spotted me before we actually met. Months before we met, actually. I was pretty slick, but I know I wasn't the stealthiest of kids out there, sneaking into the old condemned career center so I had somewhere with a roof to sleep in. It was a good spot, mainly because it was basically guaranteed that there were no other stragglers around. Sneaking around the community college and finding a spot like that really worked out for me. Roof to sleep under, safe space to lay down, hell, even some running water. The rusty pipes really sucked when trying to brush your teeth, though. I can still taste the copper if I think hard about it. Other than that, it was the spot. Just had to avoid the security guards on golf buggies. And they weren't really too good at their jobs. Except for one of them, that is. Did you really think I'd never question the breakfast burritos that I'd find on the floor? That sagging floor that threatened to drop me several flights of stairs every time I walked over it? Honestly, it was a miracle that I never fell through that floor, given how much water damage there was. Came close a few times, though. There was this one day my whole leg just dropped through. One of my scariest moments to this day. Miracle, huh? I used to hate that word. Especially when you'd say I was one. What? Can you imagine the kind of pressure that put on me? Like I was supposed to be perfect or something. You've been resting for 10 years now, and I still feel that pressure. If there is a place like heaven, do you think we've been keeping you from it? Like, we've been trapping you here, unable to move on to the promised land? Sorry. That was a bit morbid, even for me. Don't worry. It's supposed to have been like that. At least from now on. You remember when I said that to you? It was the first time we officially met. When you found the boys from Sunnyside beating the living shit out of me. You know, I thought I was gonna die that day. I probably would have if you hadn't shown up. 3 broken ribs, a cracked sternum, dislocated hip, and my arm. Oh, my arm. One of the more generous boys decided that my elbow wasn't supposed to bend that way anymore and gave it a readjustment. I didn't see you. Could barely see anything past the haze of blood and bile. But I heard the gunshot. Honestly. I thought that was it for me. And I'd just bleed out after the shock wore off, you know? But I hadn't gotten shot. No one had. You had just fired up in the air. Why the heck you even had a gun was beyond me. Old man with a piece. Guess everyone's gotta protect themselves somehow, some way. As tough as those boys were, they cleared out pretty quick. And it was just a weird old man and a broken kid in an alley. I I told you I didn't want the hospital or an ambulance. No money, no insurance, and hell no to any cops. But you wouldn't have it. You came over and picked me up. You came and touched something like someone like me. I was covered in blood and piss and shit, and you helped me up. I'm not a miracle. You are. So why am I the one sitting here while you're... A bit about me. Life update of sorts. I'm just here, working on me, you know? Been single for a bit over a year now. But you know what? I don't think it really bothers me like it used to. You remember when I told you I thought I might have a problem? Like I was some sort of serial dater? There's this saying in Chinese, 专十王老吴, meaning Diamond King Bachelor. Had some old folks call me this. Apparently because I'm a bachelor who looks great, but can never be wed. They also said maybe my standards are too high. I don't think so, though. All I want is to find someone who cares about people as much as you did. As much as I hope to. If that standard is too high, well then, I guess I'll die alone. And until then, I'll just be here, working on me, trying to live the best that I can with what you've given me. Madison, she made her choice. She held on for as long as she could, but, you know. Are you in there still? Have you been trying to talk to me this whole time? If you are, you gotta give me a sign, like, now. Yeah. Didn't think so. I started praying recently. I know. You'd be going crazy right now, and I'm not saying that I buy into your whole thing, it's just, if he's out there, I wouldn't mind talking to him, you know? Better than cursing at him, anyway. Hey, Madison. Is it time? Right. Yeah. Of course. Hey, man. It's time. It's time to say goodbye. I don't know if I'll ever get to see you again, but if I do, I'd only want to ask you one thing. Are you proud of me? Please say you're proud of me. Yeah, I understand. Goodbye, man. Coming. Help. Madison. What are you doing here? Where was I? I mean, the cremation was for family only. No, I'm not. I'm just that hobo he brought around, remember? No, don't say that. I'm not. I'm not family. What's that? A portion of his ashes. And why are you showing me? No, I couldn't. That, he belongs with the family. His will. I was in his will? I can't accept this. I know he wanted it, but I'm nobody, remember? I can't take this. I can't. Are you sure? Thank you. Could you help me put it on? Thank you. Lives on in me. I hope I can make him proud. I hope I can make you proud. Yeah. I'll never take it off.